Hello, everyone. Welcome to day number 2 of the free healing extravaganza. So here I am, Spencer Bonin, again from Compass Healing and Inside Out Institute and Unlocking You version or Unlocking You 2.0, coming at you with another live healing. So we're still looking for another volunteer today, another lucky volunteer to be able to helpfully help out with someone's physical pain, maybe some anxiety, some depression. Yesterday, we had an awesome opportunity to work on a little bit of some depressive symptoms, which were pretty intense. And we were able to lower them pretty substantially down to about, starting at an 8 down to about a 2. So that was really good. So if anyone out there is looking, to maybe relieve a little bit of depression, relieve some anxiety, if you have some physical pain, whether it's maybe like in your neck or your traps, your shoulders, your maybe upper back pain, lower back pain, mid back pain, if you got something going on, definitely, let me know, and then we'll see what we can do. The only thing is if you're dialing in or checking this out, just say hello. Say your name in the comments. I'll make a little list and then kind of muscle test and see who we need to work with today, and then we'll kind of go from there. So, hey, Marianne, welcome back. I love it. Awesome. I'm telling you, and I keep seeing that you tag Lee Harris, and I'm really excited to be able to work with Lee Harris one day because I see his name like almost every time. I'm super excited. So let's see. So it's January 20. Oh, hey, Joni. Perfect. So you're back. I remember you from yesterday, so that's great. So you have some mid back pain. Let me just quickly set up my little thinger doodle thing here. So we have Joni. And then you have mid back pain. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Also upper neck. So mid back and shoulder. Okay. So, and neck pain. Okay. Now, and then how would you rate that, Joni? On like a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being excruciating, just absolutely unbearable, 0 being there's nothing there. How would you rate that pain? And yeah, and also as per usual, by the way, anyone who's watching, if you're wanting a live healing, like I say in every video, the only 2 requirements I have are just, sharing this on your Facebook wall and then tagging 2 friends who you think would really appreciate it. Other than that, about a 7. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got a 7 out of 10. One of these days, I think Blanca, a couple of days ago, she was mentioning she had some stuff going on too. And so hopefully she shows up again this week as well. I might have to kind of reach out to her separately. But so it's about a 7. Is that for both the neck and the mid back pain, or are they 2 separate, like 2 separate numbers? Just curious. And then what I'll do is I will share my screen, share, but we'll come back here first. Laura Johnson, hi. Hello, Lori. How are you doing over there? And it's my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that. It's so much fun being able to work with you guys and relieve some pain and relieve some anxiety, relieve some stress. There's a lot of stuff in the world going on there right now, and the more we can help, the better. So that's what I always say. So yeah, it usually is together. Okay, so the 7 out of 10 that you gave me then, Joni, that is contributing to both the mid back and the neck pain. Like they're both kind of the same number, we'll say. Okay, awesome. So perfect. Now, okay, so Lori, so let's see here. So hey, Sue, thank you so much for showing up today. This is great. Okay, perfect. So my elbow joints are about an 8. So weird. Okay. So let me see. So we have Lori, and then this is like elbow pain. So it's about an 8 out of 10. Okay, so we've got Joni and Lori. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some muscle testing. I'm going to see who we need to work with today. And then if I have some time, I have until about 1 p.m. Pacific. So I'll see what I can do as much as I possibly can. And then so I'll do as much for Joe or whoever I work with first, and then if there's time, I'll do as much as I possibly can on the second person. So I'll do as much as I possibly can today. So let's see. So let's just I'm just going to ask a couple of 5-10 seconds here just to kind of ask for some guidance on that. Okay, so let's see. So give me a so so Joni, or who do we need to work with today? Do we need to work with do we need to work with Joni? Do we need to work with Lori? Oops, sorry. Do we need to work with Joni? Do we need to work with Lori? So we're gonna work with Joni first. That is the number one thing we're gonna do today. And then Lori, if we don't fully get to a full session today, once again, I've been saying previously, you can also reach out to me, and then we can see what we can do other than that as well. And Haley, thank you for joining. Oh man, you're here. Okay, perfect. So, but don't worry. Like if you don't get, if you're not going to get the healing today, it's no big deal. I'm still going to be doing live healings every day for the rest of the week until Friday, or on so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then on top of that, if you're here, if you still, maybe if you've seen it a couple times or whatever, and you still haven't gotten a healing, just reach out to me personally, and we can arrange something. So, perfect. So Joni, how young are you? '62. Okay, so you're 62 years young. Awesome. And then same thing with you, Lori. How young are you? So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to go Control C, Control V. There we go. And who knows? Let's see how this goes. Okay, everyone. So so everyone who's watching, perfect. Okay, so for everyone who's watching, let's just take let's just throw some good positive vibes over at Joni there, and make sure that she gets the healing that she needs for all this kind of challenge that's going on. Hey, Alicia. So let's just all let's do like a 5 or 15 second kind of little meditation here, just to throw those really good positive vibes over at Joni, and we'll go from there. Awesome. Okay. And you're okay, so you're 49 years young, Lori. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's see what we can do for you, Joni. So let's see. So give me a few. So I'm going to be using something called muscle testing, just the ring and ring method. So if it sticks together like this, that means it's a yes. If it breaks apart, it means it's a no. Super simple. And we're going to be using that and applying it to this body code system. So for those of you who are wondering, so it's really cool because you can ask your body any question at all. So for example, right now we have this mid back pain and neck pain. I'm going to ask, give me does your body want us to work on one of those specifically? Yes, does it want to work on one of them specifically? Does it want to work on them both as like a singular unit? So we're going to be working on them both as a singular unit. So let's just see. So what I'm going to be doing, this muscle testing is, I'm assuming, oh, by the way, so Joni, I'm assuming I have permission to connect with you. So give me so can I be a proxy for you, Joni? Yes. Okay. Yes, so my name is Joni. Yes, my name is Spencer. My name is Joni. Good. So, and so just to be super sure, because I, didn't technically do that connection there. Yes, so are we working with this mid back pain and neck pain? Are we working with them as a singular unit? Yes. Okay. So so we can ask the body the question, are there any underlying imbalances that your body really wants to release, Joni, that are contributing to this mid back and neck pain you're experiencing? Is there something that we can release there, or something your body really wants to release? Yes. Okay. What's the biggest imbalance? Is it something on the left? Is it something that is energetic? Actually, yes, it is. Okay. So it's energy. Yes, is it something that's on the left of this chart? It's on the right. Is it some sort of an allergy? No. Yes, is it something that is emotional? Okay. So it's an emotion. Is it something that's on the left? Is it some sort of a heart wall? This is a trapped emotion. Now I'm just going to ask this question. Are there multiple trapped emotions here? There are. How many? Is it is it at least one? Is it at least two? Is it at least three? Is it at least four? So there's 3 emotions here. So we'll just say we'll kind of give them space here. So what's the first emotion? What kind of emotion is this? Is it something that is in just, something on the left? It's on the right. Is this some sort of a common? So it's a common trapped emotion. So let's find out what this is. So common trapped emotion here. And I just kind of went up to the upright to go to the emotion code chart to just bring this up here for you guys. So so is it something that is in column A? Is this in column B? Is this in rows 1 through 3? It's 4 through 6. Is this in row number 4? Is this emotion? Is it depression? No. Is this emotion frustration? So it's frustration. When did you get this frustration, Joni? So you're 62 years young. So give me this, was this before, we'll say the age of, we'll say 30. We assume, is this before age 30? No. Is this between age 30 and 40? Okay. Is this between age 30 and 35? Is this 30? Is this 31? Is this 32? So this is age 32, Joni. Is there anything around age 32 where you were really, really frustrated with something? Maybe a person, maybe a situation, or whatever it is. And then, yeah, just let us know in the comments if anything makes sense for you. I think you've been here before, so you can be as open or as private as you'd like to be. If there's something that kind of pops in your head, we're like, yeah, it's probably this. You can just say, yes, I have something, and then I can muscle test it. If nothing makes sense, you can just say, don't remember anything, and that's totally okay too. Sometimes we don't remember what's going on. Or if you want to be open and vulnerable and you want to actually share what happened or like the kind of situation that it was, whether it was like family or school or bullying or whatever, you can feel free to share that as well. So I'm just going to ask your body here. Yes, so Joni, do we need to know anything else about this frustration before we release it? Yes, do we need to know more about this? Your body says no. Yes, can we just release this? Yes. And you said probably your mom. So give me a, was this frustration to do with your mother? And the answer is yes. So we'll just say mother. So let's see. So, and we don't need to know anything else about this. So here we go. Let's just release this frustration. Give me a no. Did we release this from you, Joni? Yeah, we did. Perfect. Okay. So give me a no. So what's the second emotion? What kind of emotion is it? Let's go back here. Da, da, da. What kind of emotion? Is it something that's on the left? Is it some sort of a prenatal? Is this preconception? This is an inherited emotion. Cool. So there's an inherited trapped emotion. And what emotion is this? Let's see. Let's see here. Give me no. Is this something that is in column A? Is this in column B? Yes, is this in rows 1 through 3? It's 4 through 6 again. Yes, is this in row number 4 again? No. Yes, is this in row number 5? Yes, is this emotion? Is it conflict? No. Yes, is this creative insecurity? No. Yes, is this terror? Okay, so there's a inherited trapped emotion of terror here. And who did you get this from? Yes, did you get this from your mom? Did you get this from your dad? Yes, you got this terror from your dad, actually. Okay. Yes, so you got this from your dad. Is this multiple? Yes, is this more than 5? Yes, is this more than 10? Wow. Okay. Is this more than 15? No. Okay. So is this 10? Is this 11? Is this 12? Yes, this is actually 13 generations. Okay. So give me is it all males all the way back? No. Yes, do we need to know the specific lineage? No. Yes, did this start with a male? This started with a female. Okay. Started with a female. And then for those of you who are wondering, we can just do some fun little maths here just to see, how far back this goes. Roughly 300, that didn't make that, that's not right. 13 times 28 minus 2021, 1657 is roughly when this kind of stuck around. So, 28 years on average per generation. So roughly that's kind of when that originated. So that's fun. So let's see. So, and you also said possible miscarriage. So this frustration, was that, or was the frustration to do with the miscarriage? I don't think it was. I think it was more to do with your mom. But let's ask if you need to, do we need to know more about this terror? No. Can we just release this? Yes. Okay, so let's just release this trapped emotion of terror that was inherited from, 13 generations back. Let's just get rid of that. And we'll call that 10 swipes. I'm sure I gave you a couple extra for the road there. So let's see. Yes, did we release that terror? Yes. Okay, perfect. So what's the next trapped emotion? Yes, is it something that is in column A? Is this in column B? Yes, is this in rows 1 through 3 this time? Is this in row number 1? Is this in row number 2? Yes, is this emotion? Is it failure? No. Yes, is it helplessness? Is it hopelessness? So it's actually lack of control. So lack of control. When did you get this? When did you get this lack of control, Joni? Yes, was this before, we'll say, the age of 30? Yes, was this before the age of 15? Yes, was this between 15 and 20? Yes, is this age 15? Is this age 15? Is this age 16? Is this age 17? It's roughly age 17. I don't know if anything rings a bell around there, Joni, where you felt like you just didn't have control. Maybe it was like going to college or taking a year off or school related or family related. I don't know if anything makes sense there. Let me ask your body, yes, do we need to know more about this lack of control? Your body says no. Yes, can we just release this? Yes. So let's just release this lack of control here. Good. Give me did we release this lack of control? Yes. Okay, perfect. So that's kind of the, are there any other kind of like trapped emotions we need to worry about here? No. So what I'm going to get you to do, Joni, is I'm going to get you to stand up, walk around maybe like 10, 15 steps, and then just check and see how you're feeling over there. See if it's shifted around, if it's still a 7. Hopefully a little less. We'll have to see how it goes. And thank you so much, everyone, for hanging in here and throwing us these good, awesome, positive vibes. It's so fun to be able to do all this stuff. So yeah, it's just so fun. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time here too. Down to a 4. That's great. Okay, perfect. 4 out of 10. Awesome. So let's keep going, right? Okay, so let's see what else we can do here. So let's go back home. So give me a skim. So Joni, are there any other underlying imbalances that your body really wants to release right now that's contributing to that, mid back and neck pain you're talking about? Yes, is there something that's contributing to that? Yes. What's that? Is it something that's on the left-hand side here? Is it some sort of a toxin? Is this some sort of a circuit or system? Okay, so it's a circuit or system. Can you ask, is it something that's on the left-hand side? Yes. Is it your body cycle? Is this your system? No, this is a disconnection of some kind. So disconnection. Okay. Is this some sort of a physical disconnection? No. Yes, is this some sort of a spirit out of body? No. Yes, is this some sort of a spirit physical disconnection? Cool. Okay, so, and we've seen this a couple of times here. On these videos here, but spiritual physical disconnection, just to kind of give a brief explanation, we obviously have our spiritual body, and then we also have our physical body, right? So sometimes what can happen is like if you think of our spirit body as the hand, and then the physical body is the glove, anything the spirit does, the physical body does as well. But sometimes what can happen is somehow they can get a little bit disconnected in their communication, and your spirit body is kind of what holds all the information to kind of have the healing energy to kind of get the physical body back to its normal state of where it should be. So if there's some sort of disconnection between the spirit and the physical in any way, it can cause all kinds of challenges. So it might cause fatigue, discomfort, lowered immunity, persistent misalignment, malfunction of body parts. So if it's in a system or whatever, in this particular case, it could just be the muscles or the skeletal structure there. But the really cool thing with this physical disconnection thing is oftentimes we don't have to get really, really specific. I'll ask just to be sure. Yes, is it affecting your entire body and spirit? Your body says no. Give me a, is it necessary to identify the very specific part? But should we get like is it kind of like in that neck and shoulder region? Yes, is it kind of that? Yeah, it is. Okay, so so we're just gonna say neck and shoulder region, which is kind of cool. It's very cool because your body's so smart. I'm just trying to get my spelling right. Your body's so smart. So like if we can kind of generalize it to that area, your body knows to target that, and it already knows what to do here. So we're just going to ask on a scale of 0 to 100%, how much connection do you have between, your spirit and your physical neck and shoulders? Yes, how much connection is there? Yes, is it at least, we'll say 50? Yes, is it at least 60? No, it's not. Yes, is it between 50 and 55, 55 and 60? Is this 55? Is this 56%? Okay. Not 46, 56. Okay. So then we're going to ask the questions, are there any underlying imbalances? Or we always want to ask, is there anything associated with this, right? So we want to see if there's something beneath this that's kind of like adding fuel to the fire or like kind of holding it in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask the question, is there something that is associated? And the answer is yes. So we're going to go back home here and we're going to see what's associated here. Is it something on this chart? Is it something that's on the left? Is it some sort of an energy thing? Yeah, it is. Whoops. energy. Okay, yes, is it something that's on the left again? Yes. Yes, is it something that's post-traumatic? Is this offensive? Interesting. Okay, give me a no. Is this something that's on the left? It's on the right. Yes, is it some sort of a chord? No. Yes, is this some sort of a post-hypnotic suggestion? Man, we've been seeing a lot of these lately. Okay, so there's a post-hypnotic suggestion, and what this is it's kind of like a negative statement stuck in our subconscious mind that our body and our mind or our subconscious is trying to seek to fulfill that as truth. Now, the interesting thing with post-hypnotic suggestions is that they're from an outside source. They're not from we don't derive them ourselves. It's either someone around us is really negative and we kind of implant that in our thinking and kind of implant that there. It could be from advertisement, movies, music with negative lyrics, stuff like that. It could also come from something like an entity. Last session we worked on an entity and we found that. So I think it'll make a little bit more sense once we find it, but this also contributes to mood issues, dark thoughts, self-harm, addiction, anger at the self, depression related feelings, as well as physical pain. We've been finding a lot, right? So let's find out what's going on with this post-hypnotic suggestion. What is it? Yes, is it something on this chart? Yes, is it something that is in column A? Yes. Yes, is this in rows 1 through 3? It's 4 through 6. Is this in row number 4? Is this in row number 5? So it's A5. So something right in this area here. So what is this? Is it something like I don't deserve forgiveness? No. Is it something like I don't receive respect? No. Is it something like I give up? Oh, is it something like I hate everything? So it's more of like an I give up energy. So I don't know if that makes sense. If you ever feel like you just want to give up, or like the slightest bit of resistance you might get, it's like, oh, I give up. Like, I don't know if that makes sense for you, Joni. Does that make sense for you? Do you ever feel that way? And then let's just ask, give me a where did this post-hypnotic come from? Give me a did this come from an entity? So, did this come from an entity? No. Okay, sweet. So we don't have to worry about any like demon hunting today. So that's really great. Okay, so that makes sense. Perfect. Awesome. So let's just see. So give me a so do we need to know more about this post-hypnotic? No. Okay, sweet. Yes, is there something that is associated? So there's something actually underneath this as well. So we're going to go home here. Give me what's associated with this post-hypnotic? Is it something on this chart? Is it something that's on the left? Is it something that's energetic? Yes. Give me is it something that's on the left? It's on the right. Is it some sort of an allergy? No. Is it something emotional? Classic. Okay. Give me is it something on the left? It's on the right. Oh, it's a compound. Okay. Give me what kind of compound? Is it something on the left here? Is it something it's actually a prenatal emotional compound. So an emotional compound, for those of you who don't know, it's basically when 2 or 3 trapped emotions are kind of jam-packed in the same ball of energy. So instead of just feeling, frustration, or, just terror, imagine something where both of them are kind of fused together in one ball of energy, where you kind of felt both of them at the same time, right? So that's kind of what an emotional compound is. Let's find out what the emotions are. If we can, let's see. Yes, can we find the emotions? Yes, we can. Okay. So what are the emotions and how many are there? Yes, is it 2 emotions? It is 2. Okay. So what's the first emotion? Is it something in column A this time? Yes, is this in rows 1 through 3? It's 4 through 6. Yes, is this in row number 4? Yes, is this emotion? Is it anger? Oh, it is anger. Okay. So there's an anger here, and then what's the second emotion? Is it something that is in column A? Is it in column B? Is this in rows 1 through 3? Is this in row 1? Yes, is this emotion effort unreceived? Is this heartache? Is this insecurity, overjoy, vulnerability? Effort unreceived. So effort unreceived is basically like, imagine you're putting all kinds of work and effort in, but then at the end of the thing, you just feel like you don't get anything out of it. You don't get recognition. You don't get a praise. You just kind of ask yourself the question like, oh, why did I even bother doing that? That's kind of what that emotion is. Now, this is prenatal. So this is while you were still in the womb. And most likely this is something your mom was going through, and then it kind of passed through her, and then you just happened to be along for the ride and absorbed it, right? So let's see. Do we need to know anything else about this prenatal emotion? We'll find out the age. Yes, was this during the first? Was this during the second? This is during the 3rd trimester. Okay, so now we'll ask, do we need to know more? We don't. Yes, can I just release this? Yes. Okay, so here we go. Let's release this prenatal emotional compound of anger and effort unreceived. Yes, did we release this? Yes. Okay, perfect. Is there something else going on with this post-hypnotic? Is there something else beneath this? And there is. Wow. Okay, what else is here? Give me a is it something that's energetic? Yes, it is. Okay. Give me a is it something on the left? Is it something that's post-traumatic? Is this offensive? This is mental. Okay. Yes, is this something on the left, on the right? Is this some sort of a memory field? This is programming. Okay. Give me is this some sort of an image? No. Yes, is this belief code? No. Yes, is this despair anchor? So it's, yeah. So despair anchor, it's basically the same thing as a post-hypnotic, except this is of your own creation. It's usually caused. It's the same like negative self or the negative statement, but it's something that almost like you've almost created in your own mind as a result of usually negative self-talk. Really. So let's find out what this is. It's the same chart, but we're just going to see what this one is. Let's see. Is there something on this chart? Is it something that is in column A? Is this in column B? Is this in rows 1 through 3? Is this in row number 1? Is this in row number 2? Okay, so it's something in B2 here. So let's see what this is. Give me is it something that, yes, is it something like I'll be rejected? Yes, is it something like I'll never be accepted? Yes, is it something like I'll never be forgiven? Something really, yes, I'll never be forgiven. As soon as it like I'm a fool. So something along the lines of like I'll never be forgiven. So I don't know if that makes sense. If maybe like you find that you just have a feeling that people just won't forgive you, like you're just an unforgivable person. Like I don't know if that makes sense for you, but you can kind of let us know in the comments if that resonates or makes sense. Let's see. So give me a do we need to know more about this? We don't. Yes, are we free, or yes, is there something else that's kind of like beneath this? No. Yes, can we just release this despair anchor? Yes. Okay, so here we go. Let's release this despair anchor of I'll never be forgiven. Okay. Give me did we release this from you, Joni? Yes, did we release this from you? Yes. Oh, it does. Yeah, your family. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, right? So give me is this despair anchor to do with your family? Uh-huh. It is. So let's see. So did we release this despair anchor? Yes. Okay. So is there anything else associated with this post-hypnotic now? Is there something else associated with that? No. Can we just release this now? Yes. Let's release this post-hypnotic suggestion of I give up. Let's just say goodbye to that. We don't need that. Hey. So let's see. Did we release this? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Can you is there anything else going on? Is there anything else associated with this physical disconnect, or is there something else going on with this spirit physical disconnection? There's a little bit of something left in here, so let's go find out what that is. So let's go back up here. Let's go home. What else is associated with this kind of physical disconnection in the neck and shoulder area? Is it something that's energetic? It is. Okay. Is it something that's on the left-hand side? Is it something that's post-traumatic? Okay. Is this something on the left? Is this some sort of a physical trauma? No. You said this is a physical emotional shock. And for those of you who are wondering, a physical emotional shock is kind of like an emotional event that kind of exudes a physical force on the body, where kind of like, if someone gets divorce papers, it's like, oof, those divorce papers, hit me like a ton of bricks. Or maybe you got a phone call and, you got the news that someone was put in the hospital, and it's like, oh my gosh, it kind of derails your day a little bit, So let's find out when this occurred for you, Joni. Yes, was this before, we'll say the age of, is this before the age of 30? Yes, this is before age 30. As soon as this before the age of 15. Is this before the age of 10? No. Yes, is this age 10? Is this age 11? Is this age 12? This is going back to age 12. Is there anything that kind of rings a bell around age 12, Joni, that was a little bit shocking? Like, I don't know if you maybe went to a new school, if you moved. I don't know if anything kind of rings a bell there. I'm just going to ask your body here. Give me no. Do we need to know more about this physical emotional shock? Do we need to know more about it? Your body says no, which is really nice. Is there something that's kind of underneath this? Is there something that's associated with it? Something that's associated? No. Yes, can we just release this? Yes. So here we go. Let's release this physical emotional shock at age 12. Give me no. Did we? Oh, grandmother got really sick. Bam. Okay, that makes sense. Give me no. Is that what this physical emotional shock? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's see. So give me a no. Did we release this physical emotional shock? Did we release this, just to be sure? Get that out of there. Did we release that? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yes, now is there anything else associated with this physical to spiritual? Yes, is there anything else going on with this physical spiritual disconnection? Your body says no. Yes, can we just reconnect them? Yes. Okay. So let's just get the neck and the shoulder region just kind of talking to each other spiritually and physically and bringing that connection up as close to 100% as we possibly can. Okay. So let's see here. So on a scale of 0 to 100%, well, let's see. Did we do that? Good. Okay, so on a scale of 0 to 100%, how much connection do we have between the spirit and the physical um, in the neck and the shoulders now? Okay, so is it at least, we'll say 60? As soon as it at least 80? So, is it at least 90? Is it 100%? Okay, sweet. Very, very nice. So now what we're going to do, Joni, is I'm just going to get you to stand up and walk around again. And I just want to check and see how that shoulder pain is doing, or the shoulder and neck pain. Or sorry, mid back and neck pain. There we go. Maybe walk, that was quite a bit. So maybe walk around like a solid 20, 30, 20, 25 steps, something like that. And then let us know how you're doing. Oh. Lots of heavy stuff too. Yeah. Absolutely. Very, very interesting stuff. And like the really cool part about this work too, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, right? It's like my neck is a little less than 2. Wow. Okay, perfect. So then maybe like a 1 to 2 out of 10, we'll say. Okay. That's phenomenal. Okay, perfect. So what I was gonna say is like this stuff is really phenomenal in the sense that it's a kind of like a double-edged sword for the benefit, right? So it's like boom, in one case you're removing physical pain, you're releasing physical pain, you're helping your physical body feel better. But on top of that, you're releasing emotional stuff too. So then that releases some reactivity. It helps you feel better. So it's helping you physically as well as emotionally and even spiritually. So it's maybe you come for a physical problem and now we release, I'll never be forgiven, or a lack of control, or a I give up kind of energy. Now it's like you take that into real life and maybe you're not giving up as much. Maybe you're not maybe you can feel like you can be forgiven by your family, and maybe you make connections again, right? So it's something where it works on both aspects at the same time, which is so cool. So anyway, so perfect. So let's just ask your body here, Joni, is there still something your body really wants to release here? I think there's one little thing left, so we'll see what's going on here. What's the last little bit that your body really wants to release to kind of help with this neck and mid back pain here? Yes, is it something that's on this chart? Yes, is it something that's on the left? Yes. Yes, is it something that's energetic? It is. Okay. Yes, is it something that's on the left? Yes, is it something that's post traumatic again? Okay. Yes, is it something that's on the left again? Yes, is this a physical trauma? No, this is another physical emotional shock. Okay. When did you get this physical emotional shock? Let's see. Yes, was this before, we'll say, the age of just give me a note. Was this before the age of 30? No. Is this between 30 and 40? Is this between 30 and 35? 35 and 40? Is this age 35? Is this age 36? Age 37? Age 38? Age 39? So age 39. Is there anything that kind of rings a bell around there, Joni? Where once again, one of those events is kind of like an emotionally shocking event. Let us know if there's anything going on there. Yes, is there anything that's like, is there anything beneath this? Yes, is there anything else your body wants to release beneath this? No, actually. Excuse me. Oh, it's so rude of me. Yes, is there anything else? Is there anything else your body wants to release here? No. Yes, is there anything that's associated? Can we just release it? Let's just release this physical emotional shock at the age of 39. Let's just say goodbye to that. Yes, give me a note. Did we release this? Yes. Okay, cool. Perfect. So let's see. So, is there anything else your body wants to release here? Yes, is there anything else your body wants to do, Joni? Is there anything else whatsoever? No. Don't remember. And that, honestly, you don't remember anything. That's totally cool. That's the really cool part about working with subconscious stuff, right? Is a lot of the time consciously we might not remember it because maybe it was one day that just kind of happened, but then the next day you kind of forgot about it. Where like one day your negative emotion was like really, really spiked, but then the next day things kind of go back to normal, you know? So that's totally okay. But we did just release that there. Yes, so Joni, is there anything else whatsoever? Yes, is there anything else we can do for this mid back and neck pain? No. So I'm just going to get you to stand up and walk around another 5 or 10 steps. And then I just want to check and see how that pain is feeling after that. And then that right there is the end of your session. So, I mean, either way, I think we were able to lower that quite a bit for you and kind of hopefully make your day a little bit better, a little bit more bearable, so to speak. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset your heart chakra here to get that unconditional love and all that stuff up for compassion for others and stuff like that up, as well as we're gonna program you to process easily, effectively, efficiently, and peacefully here. Perfect. Kind of, so instead of, because sometimes we have these processing symptoms where, you feel a little bit like this for the next couple of days, that what we just did there should hopefully make it a little bit more streamlined. So Joni, how are you feeling over there? Is it still about a 2 or is it lower than that? Where would you put that? And then what we're going to do is, and if Lori, if you're still here, we're going to see if we can kind of, work with your stuff as well. See what we can do with that. As much as we possibly can. I have about 20 minutes here where I can see if I can just kind of really get in there, zone in, and see how much stuff we can do for you. It's lower. Oh, perfect. So it's probably, so you're thinking what, like a 0 to 1 then, I'm guessing? 0 to 1 out of 10. And my pleasure, Joni. I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal day. I hope that really helps you out for what you're going through. And I know it's a crazy time right now, so hopefully this really, really helps. That's amazing. Perfect. So great. So we brought that down from a 7 down to a 0 to 1. And Lori, you're still here. So hot diggity dog. Let's get in there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly disconnect from you, Joni. I'm just going to kind of disconnect. So, so my name is Spencer now. Good. Okay. So Lori, I'm assuming I have permission to connect with you. Everyone who's still watching, if you just want to throw some nice, awesome, positive, amazing vibes over at Lori here, make sure she gets the healing that she needs for her elbow pain that she's experiencing here. So let's just kind of throw those positive vibes her way. And let's just kind of ask for some help and assistance here. Awesome. Okay, sweet. Let's do this thing. Okay. So Lori, so we've got some elbow pain action here. Let's see what's going on with that. Let's see. Make my own beats. Don't worry about me. Let's see. So Lori, can I be a proxy for you? Can I be a proxy? Yes. Okay. So let me also just make some space here. Make sure okay. So Lori, it's just, can I be a proxy? Okay. Yes. So do you have any underlying imbalances that your body just really wants to release right now, contributing to this elbow pain you're experiencing? Yes. Is there something that's causing this? Yes. What's the biggest imbalance that's going to make the most impact right now? Yes. Is it something that's on the left? Yes. Is it something that is energetic? Yes. Is this something that's energetic? No, this is circuits or systems. Okay. Give me is it something that's on the left? Yes, it is. Is it some sort of a body cycle or a rhythm? Yes, is this something in your system? Is this some sort of a disconnection? Okay, another one. Yes, is this some sort of a physical disconnection? Yes, is this some sort of a spirit out of body? Interesting. Yes, so it's spirit out of body. That's an interesting one. So it's actually different than a spiritual physical disconnection, for those of you who are wondering. But spirit out of body is basically where, like, obviously the complete separation when the physical, or when the spirit body leaves the physical body completely, that's basically death, right? What happens is sometimes, whether it's due to a trauma, it could be extended stress over time or whatever it is. Sometimes what can happen is the spirit actually kind of like dislodges from your physical body a little bit, and can cause some pretty interesting things. So fatigue, discomfort, lowered immunity, persistent misalignment, malfunction of body parts. Like I was saying before, the spirit is kind of what holds that healing power in your body. And when that part's not connected or not like physically part of the physical body, it doesn't really get the downloads to be able to do its proper functioning. So that's where this kind of stuff comes into alignment. So let's find out on a scale of 0 to 100%, how much of your spirit is within your body. Let's see. Is it at least 50%? Is it at least 60? Is it at least 70? No. Is this somewhere between 60 and 65? 65 and 70. Is it 65? Is it 66%? Okay, so 66% in your body could be better, could be worse, could be better. So let's see what's going on here. So we'll just ask, yes, is there something that is associated with this imbalance? Yes. Okay, so we're going to go back home. We're going to find out, yes, what's the associated imbalance preventing your body from being 100% in your body? Or preventing your spirit from being 100% in your body? Is it something on this chart? Yes. Is it something on the left? Is it something that's energetic? Okay, so it's energetic. Give me yes, give me no. Is it something that's on the left here? Is it something that is post-traumatic? Is it something offensive? This is something mental. Okay, so mental. Yes, is this something that's on the left? Is it some sort of a will to energy? No, this is a no will to energy. Okay, so this is this guy here. So it's kind of like not having the will to do something. I don't know if that makes sense. It'll make it a lot more sense once we actually find what it is. We have our trusty charts here. So let's find out what this is here. Is it something on this chart? Yes, is it something in column A? No. Yes, this is in column B. Yes, is this in rows 1 through 3? Yes. Is this in row number 1? Is this in row number 2? Okay, so which one is this? Yes, is this like a no will to love others? Yes, no will to love others. Yes, no will to believe in divine existence. Is it anything to do with the divine? There's actually a no will to love others energy. So I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you find it kind of hard to like love others, or maybe there's a specific event that maybe obviously caused this, but maybe it's hard for you to like just really fully like engage or fully love others. Like maybe there's something about just like, I don't know if that makes sense, but you can let me know if that resonates with you. Yes, is there something? Yes, do we need to know more about this energy? Yes, do we need to know more about it? We don't. Yes, is there something that's associated? So there's something actually underneath it still. Let's find out what that is. Yes, is it something that's energetic? Yes. Yes, is it something that's on the left? It's on the right. Is this some sort of an allergy? Is this emotional? Okay. Yes, is this some sort of a trapped emotion? It is. Okay. Yes, is there more? Yes, is it just the one emotion here? Yes, it's just the one emotion. It is. Okay. So what emotion is it? Yes, is it something that's on the left? It's on the right. Is this some sort of a common trapped emotion? Okay. So there's a common trapped emotion here. So let's see. So what is this emotion? Let's see. So give me no. So something on this chart, yes. Is it something in column A? No, it's in column B. Yes, is this in rows 1 through 3? Yes, is this in row number 1? It is. Yes, is this emotion? Is it? Oh, is this another effort unreceived? Different person, but different, same emotion. Okay. So once again, effort unreceived, where it's basically like you're putting in all kinds of work or putting in all kinds of effort, but you're just not getting anything back from it. So maybe that's the case with, no will to love others. Like maybe you're just trying to put a lot of work in, but then they're just not reciprocating or something like that. So I don't know if that makes sense for you. Let's just see, when did you get this, Lori? Yes, was this before? So you're 49 years young. So give me was this before the age of, we'll say 25? Is this common trapped emotion? Was this before age 25? Was this before the age of 20? Between 20 and 25? As soon as this age 20? Is this age 21? So this is age 21. So I don't know if anything makes sense for you there, Lori, around age 21, where you put a lot of work in, and then for whatever reason, like you just didn't get any recognition for it. You didn't get applause for it. You didn't, you asked yourself like, why did I do that? Loss of life in the last 3 years. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Fair. Well, so yeah, let us know if this trapped emotion makes sense here. Yes, so do we need to know more about it? Yes, do we need to know more about this common trapped emotion? No. Yes, can we just release this? Yeah. Let's just release this emotion of effort unreceived and say goodbye. Yes, did we release this? Yes. Okay. So give me is there another associated imbalance? Is there something else going on with this no will to love others? Is there something else going on with that? Yeah, there is. Okay. What else is going on here? Okay. Can you ask, is it something that is energetic? Yes, it is. Okay. What's that? Is it something that's on the left-hand side? Is it something that's post-traumatic? No. Is this offensive? No. Is this something mental again? Okay. Give me is it something that's on the left here? Is it something that's on the left again? Yes, is it something, is it some sort of a will to? So it's a will to energy this time. instead of a no will to. There's a will to something. Let's find out what that is. Give me no. Is it something that's on this chart? Yes, is it something? Yes, is it something that is in column? We'll say A. Yes, is this in rows 1 through 3? Yes, is this in row number 1? Is this in row number 2? Yes, is this in row number 1? This is row 2. Okay. Yes, is this a will to avoid pleasure? Yes, is this a will to avoid pleasure? No. Yes, is this a will to avoid feelings? No. Yes, this is a will to avoid pain. Okay, that makes sense. There's a will to avoid pain energy. So I don't know if that makes sense for yourself. Let's just find out. Yes, do we need to know more about this will to avoid pain? Yes, do we need to know more about this? No. Yes, is there something that's is there something that's underneath this? No, there isn't. Yes, can we just release this? Yes. Okay, so let's just release this will to avoid pain energy and say goodbye to that. Yes, did we release this? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Yes, is there another associated imbalance? Is there something else going on with this no will to love others? Is there something else going on there? No. Yes, can we just release this? Yes. Awesome. Let's release this no will to love others energy and say goodbye to that as well. We don't need that. Yes, did we release this? Yes. Okay, perfect. So now let's ask, yes, is there another associated imbalance? Yes, is there something else going on with the spirit out of your body? Yes. Okay, so let's find out what this is. Let's go home. Give me a is it something that's on the left here? Is it something that's energetic? Yes, is it something that's on the left? Yes, there's something on the left again. Yes, is it something that's post-traumatic? Okay. There we go. Yes, is it something that's on the left? So, is it some sort of a physical trauma? No, it's a physical emotional shock, as per usual. Just kidding. So physical emotional shock. Okay, so and I think we have a pretty good understanding of what a physical emotional shock is now. We think we've seen 3 of them now in this video. So let's find out when you got this, Lori. Yes, was this before the age of was this before the age of, we'll say, 25? Was this before age 25? Is this before the age of 20? Is this before the age of 15? Is this before the age of 10? Yes, is this before age 10? Yes, is this before the age of 5? No. Wow. Okay. Yes, is this age 5? Is this age 6? Is this actually going back to like age 7? Like, I don't know if anything makes sense for you there, Lori. If I don't know if you had to move or change schools or anything like that, or like any kind of like accidents or incidents that kind of happened around that time. Does anything kind of ring a bell? Yes, do we need to know anything else about this? Yes, do we need to know more? We don't. Is there something that's, yes, is there anything that's like underneath this? Is there anything associated? Is there anything that's hidden? Yes, can we just release this? Okay, so we're just going to release this physical emotional shock at the age of 7 and say goodbye to that. Okay, give me no. Did we release this? Yes. Okay. Yes, is there another associated imbalance with the spirit out of body? Yes, no. Is there something else going on with the spirit out of body? Yes, something else associated with that? Is there anything else there? No. Yes, can we just kind of bring your spirit back into your body? Yes. So let's just go wrangle your your spirit and bring him back in, bring her back in to her body there. Okay. Yes, did we bring the spirit back in the body? Yes. Okay. So on a scale of 0 to 100%, oh, fair enough. And yeah, like, so physical emotional shock can range, from like a year or so. So if it could be age 6, it could be age 8. So there's kind of like plus or minus a year, maybe 2, depending. So if there's anything that kind of rings a bell, I can kind of muscle test for it. But let's find out. So the spirit out of body, how much of your spirit is in your body now? Yes, is it at least is it at least 70? Yes, is it at least 85? Yes, is it at least 90? Yes, is it 100%? Dope. Awesome. Okay, so we got 100% of your spirit back in your body now. So what I'd like you to do, Lori, is if you want to stand up, walk around maybe like 5, I would say like maybe like 15, 20 steps. And then I just would like to see how that elbow pain is feeling. See if it's shifted at all, if it's still an 8 or if it's changed at all in any way. This is awesome. And now I only have a few minutes left, but I'm going to see what I can do to kind of lower it as much as I possibly can here. Let's see here. And thanks everyone for sticking around and showing us and throwing us all these amazing good positive vibes for all these amazing people that are willing to do this. Awesome stuff. How are you feeling over there, Lori? I know it's kind of weird too. There's like this weird Facebook delay where it's like, I don't know, I swear it's getting like bigger and bigger as I go along. It's like, before it was maybe like 5-10 seconds. Now it's like, I swear it's like a minute. I feel heat in my shoulder, elbow just feels like hit after hit funny bone. Oh, that's weird. That's a very strange feeling. Is it still like an 8 out of 10 discomfort? Just question, like, is it still 8 out of 10? Is it changed? Is it shifted? I mean, things are obviously moving over there. Elbow about a 1-ish? Really? Okay. So, like, okay. 'Cause I mean, before it was about an 8, so now you're saying it's about a 1 out of 10? That's really, really cool. Amazing. Okay. Well, let me just ask your body here. Give me no. Lori, is there anything else that your body is there anything else your body wants us to do? Is there anything else your body wants to do with this elbow pain? Is there anything else your body wants to do there? Is that all we can do? Is there anything else? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you go. That's crazy. That's awesome. So, we were able to bring that down from an 8 down to a 1 within, the spirit out of body is extremely, extremely powerful because for whatever reason, if it's just not communicating properly or not even in the physical body, that's insane. That's awesome. So, wow, that's great. So asking your body, it says, that's all it can really kind of handle right now. But wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Lori and Joni, thank you so much for being my volunteers today. It's been such a pleasure working with you guys, and it was so cool that we were able to get through 2 healings today and see some very, very significant changes in a very short amount of time. So thank you everyone for being part of this today. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the amazing positive vibes getting thrown out to everyone. So with that, guys, if you like this kind of work and you're interested in having this kind of stuff happen with you, please, reach out with me or reach out to me. You can book a introductory session, or you can either do like a 6-pack or a 12-pack, depending on what you want to do. Yeah, so that's super, super amazing. With that, also, if you feel like you like this work as well, please share it with some friends. If you know anyone that yeah, could really, really benefit from this work, please, 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 share it with them, because the more people that know about this, the better, right? Like, it's just, we're here to help. We're here to help alleviate some pain and anxiety and just help people feel better in the crazy world that we have going on right now, and go from there. So aside from that, if you're interested in doing this kind of work, but then also kind of combining it with like some actual action and stuff as well, where you're not just getting the healing and kind of overdosing on this healing aspect of things, but you actually want to, apply that healing and go take the action you need, and then kind of release the blocks that are preventing you from taking that action. Also get a hold of me as well, or check out the Inside Out Institute. I believe I put the link in the description as well. So if that's something that interests you, where you want to really take your life to the next level, where you're both combining conscious coaching as well as subconscious emotional baggage clearing, it's such a powerhouse, amazing way, and we're changing so many people's lives through the Inside Out Institute. Emmanuel and I, and my partner Balwinder and Todd, we're creating a massive, massive movement with that. And if that's something that really interests you, definitely check out that link in the description, as well as message me personally. So aside from that, guys, thank you guys so much. You are all amazing, and we will see you again tomorrow for day number 3. So take care for now.